Hi friends, thanks for tuning into my channel. I'm in my car right now starting this day in the life of a realtor off. This one is going to be a little different. I actually just left my open house that I had scheduled for today. I was super busy. I didn't really get to do a full walkthrough of the property with you guys, so I'm sorry. I'm sure I'll be able to get back over to that property and show you guys some footage of what the property looks like. However, I did get to grab some footage of a conversation that I had with my special guest that attended the open house with me. He shared some really good information about purchasing a home, and he answered a lot of questions that I get from some of my clients when they are going through the process of, you know, getting funding for a loan. So I hope you guys enjoy watching the remainder of this video. And before I get into that part, I'm just gonna keep it 100 and honest with you. I kept my heels on all day. I don't normally do that, but I did, and oh my god, my feet are killing me. So I'm about to go into this mall. I have on this cute little dress right here. It's black and white, but let me tell you something. My sandals that I have on are multicolored, honey. They are red, purple, pink, blue, green, but I don't care because, like I said, my feet are killing me. Oh my god. But you know, I'm the type that I prefer wearing, you know, heels and, you know, things like that. I like to dress up for my clients, and, you know, because my presentation, to me, it just gives off the notion that I respect who I'm meeting with, you know. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that part with you because, you know, I always keep it real on my channel. My feet are killing me. I wish I could show you guys these sandals. Let me show you. I think I can get it. What, girl? Yep, I'm about to go in this mall like that. Oh my god. But yes, that's a day in the life of a realtor, baby. And I got my water here. I'm just gonna make a really quick run into the mall though, because I had to get some soap for my face, and I'm gonna head home, and because I got some work that I gotta take care of as well, paperwork wise. I did meet with another client right before my open house. I didn't get to get any footage of that because, like I said, I was just really on a schedule, on a time crunch. But yeah, that one was a multi-family property, so it was really interesting. It's an older property and needed some work. No, it was going to be a multi-family property, but it actually didn't go through as far as the area being zoned for multi-family. So that property was back on the market, and I had somebody that was interested in it, so we took a look at it. But, you know, I'll follow up with them later on today to see how they feel about the property. Overall, they were intrigued. They were very interested, but, you know, we'll see after I have a conversation with them later. But yeah, that's how my day went. And like I said, I'm about to go into this mall and get this facial soap. I hope you guys take notes about what is about to, you know, after looking at the footage of what I'm about to share with you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Love you so much, and thank you for allowing me to be me. So before we get into the real estate, I just want to give a huge thank you to my sponsor today. They sent me these beautiful brushes, and there's a link in the description box below to my Amazon store. You can pick them up. They're super soft, and I absolutely love them. I didn't realize that I was going to include this in the video, but hey, why not? I'm tired, and I felt like getting me some pamper stuff, so here we go. So I picked up this watermelon, and I picked this one up because it smelled really yummy. It didn't smell perfumey, and I always love the way my skin feels after I use the tea tree shower gel. So I've really been enjoying that. I actually started using the shower gels from the holidays. So that's how I fell in love. Started, you know, falling in love with them. And this, oh my gosh, this smells so yummy, and it's like perfect for Valentine's. I mean, it smells really, really good. I think I am actually going to use the strawberry tonight. If you hear some weird breathing in the background, that is my body. I don't know what's up with him, but he just wants to be in here with me. Maybe because I've been gone all day. This is so yummy smelling. I love their sugar scrub. My skin never feels really, really dry after I use it, so I just thoroughly enjoy it. And I don't have to use a lot of it, but this is oh so yummy. And I actually use a sugar scrub when I'm taking a bath. So looking forward to using that. And then, you know, of course, I had to get the watermelon one too. Look! Oh my gosh, doesn't it look like a little watermelon seeds in here? Smells delicious. And what I went for was this. Okay, and I enjoy using this All About Clean Rinse Off Foaming Cleanser on my face because, you know, it doesn't leave my skin dry. And I noticed that I have a lot more hydration when I use this product along with the facial wash from Clinique. So yeah, I had to get that. But anyway, that's what I got. Now, let's get friends, so we got a little bit of a break in between all the people that came in to see this beautiful new construction home today. And I have my lender friend here, David, who is going to answer a few of those hot topic questions. You know, the questions that we're all thinking about and we're just afraid to ask. So I got them written down here, and I'm going to let David explain everything that you need to know, okay? All right, first of all, David, what is the difference between a lender and a mortgage broker?
So, well, thanks for having me here today.
You're welcome.
There's two different kind of lenders. One's a mortgage lender and the other one's a mortgage broker. Mm-hmm. And a lender works for a bank. Directly works for a bank. Where a broker works for, we're independent, we're kind of like a middleman, and we work with about, I guess our company works with about 15 different lenders. Mm-hmm. So when we go price loans out, we look at 15 lenders where a local lender is just going to look at their one bank that they work with themselves.
Okay.
So we typically have, better rates, usually less lender fees, and a little bit more transparency. Mm-hmm. We try to make things go a little faster, the process go faster.
Okay, so. Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. I mean, you know, I do have a few clients that, you know, just they come in with a loan product, and then, you know, when we have that conversation, because we've had the conversation before, mm-hmm. they just kind of choose to go with what feels better. And when you have more variety, like you mentioned, it just makes things a lot more easier.
Right, and I'm just going to add too, I mean, some people are afraid to shop around for a mortgage.
Right.
But I recommend absolutely looking at other lenders in town to see if there's a better rate for you, because this is one of your biggest purchases you're going to have. Mm-hmm. So why not do your research?
Absolutely.
If it can save you a ton of money, then go do that. Mm-hmm. But save money. It's all about you and your family. So
that's right.
That's
That's right. That's right. So another question, I just got this one the other day, is this one right here. Why is my mortgage credit score different than my Experian score?
So there's the Experian kind of score that you get, which is almost always going to be different than the mortgage score. And it's usually because if you have like a late payment or a derogatory payment, it will hit your score, the Experian score, and the the mortgage score as well. The difference is that once you pay that delinquency off with an Experian, your score is going to go up. But with a mortgage history, or with that, we're going to look at your history.
Right.
So 6 months to a year. And so if you just got a new delinquency payment, then you're really going to get affected. And your score is not going to go up even after you pay for it. It's going to take about 6 months to a year to get back to where you were prior to the derogatory on your credit report. Like Experian. Experian, they can fix it almost immediately once you pay it off. So so normally the numbers are going to be very different.
Okay, that's good to know.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's good to know because sometimes you can be super excited and then it's like, oh.
Yep.
Forgot about that one.
And I've seen it before many times where, you know, they tell me that it's like, well, I just got a report. It's like, you know, it's gone back up, and I look at it. I'm like, well, we're still 70 points down from that one late payment that you had, and you know, so
in that instance, would you suggest someone opening another line of credit, or would that be more harm than good?
I mean, the only thing that really fixes it, unfortunately, is time.
Okay.
So after 6 months to a year, it'll really start showing, you know, better for you. You know, if it's a medical bill, you can usually pay those off, and that'll fix that. We can get those fixed a little quicker because medical bills are considered different.
It's good to know, but you know what? You mentioned something that kind of triggered a question that I have.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, why is it if a person is in a situation where they can't show you a full, 2 years that you need of work history?
Yes.
If they can't show that, but they have enough income to support the home that they're wanting to purchase or the piece of property that they're wanting to purchase, why is that sometimes a difficult thing to do if they're trying to get a loan?
That's more just kind of a standard, kind of there's just a minimum requirement of all lenders, and it's just they want to see a work history. Now, if you, especially like paying your W-2, paying taxes or 1099, they want to see that. And I've worked with some clients too that have been short, that have done a lot of like side jobs for several years, or you know, didn't really have a full 9-to-5 job, and we had a tough time getting that documentation. And so what we had to do is we had to go further back. And so they would assume hopefully that after so many years that you would at least have at least 2 full years somewhere in your lifespan. Or, you know, if you're younger, school works as well in lieu of the 2 years. Schooling will work as well.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, so if you're going to get a nursing, if you're going to be a nurse, you're going to get a nursing degree, you did 2 years of you know, school, that is 2 years of work history.
Oh, wow.
And then you can go into your nursing program, because that's what that's what you learn to do. And most people won't really just go for 2 years to school and then decide not to go do that job. So they will use that as education in schoolwork, basically, or 2-year work history.
So if you were injured, so if you had a good work history, well, you started a new job, and in between that you were injured, so you had to be off for a little bit, and you had that break in your work time, that can't be made up until later. Am I correct?
Well, you can go. So I had a client that was, I guess, was out of work for a year. He was working, but it was odd jobs after the hurricane, so it was a little bit harder. So we had to go back prior to him doing his odd jobs, you know, and go back, you know, because I think we had to go back 4 to 5 years to go get that 2 years of history.
Oh, wow.
And then the gap, and then what he had now to satisfy it. That's just one of those minimum requirements that they just want to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, that answered my time.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
What are closing costs?
So closing costs are the fees that are associated with closing, obviously. They're usually the appraisal, credit report fees, all the title work is going to go into it. You've got your recording of your mortgage and the deed, and then they're going to do a prepaids, which is, it will go into your escrow. They'll usually get your 15 months of homeowner's insurance and about 3 to 6 months of property taxes.
Okay.
And that'll go in your escrow account. So all those things added together is what your closing costs are. And you can try to get those paid for from the seller via seller concessions. But if you can't, you got to bring it. Someone's got to bring it to the table. And only conventional loans can you not have the homeowner's insurance and the taxes escrowed, so they can be paid separately, which would bring your closing costs down. But USDA, VA, and FHA all require that upfront money in the escrow account. And it's just kind of a safety factor to have that there because it's already paid for 1 year.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about it. And it's all tied up into your one mortgage payment, so it kind of just flows with you.
Okay. Well, now, can you only, I'm sorry, I can't even read my writing, but can you only use a VA loan entitlement one time?
No, you can actually use it as many times as you want. You can, but what you very rarely, except certain situations, you can only have a VA loan, one loan at a time. A few exceptions, if you're an active duty service member and you get restationed somewhere else, you can have another VA loan out there because the government made you move.
Right.
But typically you can only have one VA loan. But once you sell that house, you can restore your entitlement. Takes just a couple of days, super easy to do, and then you have your full entitlement back, and then you can go get your next house.
Wow. So if I'm understanding you correctly, you can kind of, like if you're relocating to another city, you can kind of sort of start shopping a little bit. And of course you have to sell your property that you already own, but you can already kind of bank off of, you should be able to use that VA loan again.
Correct.
As long as, nothing major has happened in between, financially with you.
Correct.
So it's super easy.
It's super easy, and usually if you're working with a loan officer that knows the VA process, they'll be able to get your entitlement restored. They can just call the local VA office, which is Houston for us, and kind of talk to them about it, and they'll get it restored in about 3 to 5 days.
So military families don't necessarily have to go the route all the time of trying to do an assumable mortgage. Because a lot of my clients have asked about that.
Right, so you can, VA loans are probably the best loans to do assumable mortgages on, and especially if it goes from a veteran to a veteran.
Right.
So if you do an assumable mortgage and you're not a veteran, that veteran who already has that loan loses their entitlement, and it's basically given to the new borrower, who's assuming the loan, and so the veteran will have to go get just a normal loan. So it's usually, we don't like to do that with veterans because we want them to have that entitlement. And to be truthful, most lenders do not like assumable mortgages, and it is very difficult to get them done.
It is.
Very, very difficult. I mean, it is enticing to look how nice, like how low that interest rate is, but to get it done is very difficult. And a lot of lenders just say no. They do not allow assumable mortgages to happen. Right. So it's just something to talk to your lender about.
Yeah, absolutely. So the last question I have for you is, do you have to have a 20% down payment when you get a loan, on every loan?
On every loan. No, you actually don't need to have 20% unless you want 20% down. So on a VA loan and a USDA loan, it's 0% down. FHA is 3.5% down. And typically you can sometimes get down payment assistance programs for those as well, for the FHA. And then on a conventional loan, you can do first-time home buyers, which is 3% down. Otherwise, it's 5%, and you'll have a little bit of mortgage insurance. If you put 20% down, you get rid of mortgage insurance. So it's just a little cheaper every month that you have the mortgage out, but you're not paying this extra insurance. So it's beneficial if you have 20% put down. If not, this is another way of you getting into the house. And that's kind of what that insurance is, just kind of ensure that you're going to keep paying for it and protects the lender and yourself a little bit together.
Okay.
So.
Well, thanks, David.
You're welcome.
Gave us some really good information.